Hello and welcome to A Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be your storyteller for this game about living gods on the wrong side of the law. Joining me for this game is...
Hey there, guys. My name is Tyler. Pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Riki, the fire-aspected street exorcist.
Hi, everybody. My name's Christina. I will be playing Ellion. My pronouns are she, her, and Ellion's pronouns are they, them. They are a water-aspected investigator.
Hi, everyone. My name's Cody. Pronouns are he, they, and I play Devine, the air-aspected shady businessman.
Hi, my name is Britt, and my pronouns are she and her. I play a wood aspect named Rush Fairus, who has a ferret familiar named Zeke. Together, they specialize in archery, larceny, and dance.
Hi, I'm Michaela, she, her, and I'll be playing Tirali of House Dragara, an Earth-aspected leader of a small military force known as the Tyrants, who cooks the books for the gang.
And this is Exalted, like a dragon-blooded. Act 2, a calibration celebration. I would say that the sun has set on the day of battles, except the sun never rose to begin with. Neither did the moon. It is still its usual calibration, weird twilight, kind of dusk that happens during this time. Eventually, clocks tick over, and it is now the second day of calibration, the day of journeys. During this day, it is traditional to throw some minor parties. This is usually when a lot of the heavier drinking is done. A lot of the heavier revelry is done, to a extent. Serenity's is technically the bigger party, but it's a bigger party in the sense that there's also a lot of other stuff going on and not just like drinking and partying.
Tonight's my night to make money.
Exactly. Tonight's your night to make money. You all wake up on the day of journeys, and as that you all head out of wherever that you ended the day of battles on, you can see that that the entirety of Chiaroscuro is being turned into, I don't want to say a mess, but, well, there are, like, it is essentially 6 a.m. and there are some uncles out on some stoops, like, starting up on, like, their fifth beer. Everybody that you guys encounter on this day generally is in good spirits, but given the nature of calibration, that is to say, any major party, sometimes those good vibes can turn at the drop of a hat. Starting off, since I think that somebody knows what they're doing. Cody, where do we find Devine on the day of journeys? And obviously, if anyone wants to join in with whatever that Devine ends up doing, you guys are obviously welcome to just be like, oh yeah, that sounds like fun, let's do that.
Yeah, on the day of journeys, remind me again what, like, I know it's partying, but, like, what's an example of a thing to do?
This is a great time of the year to either begin or finish up a project that you've done, that is taking you, like, a long time. So, like, seeing the journey through to completion or taking the first step on it, it is considered good luck to either finish or end a project that took you a long time on this day. Technically, it's also considered good luck to finish something up on endings, but that's kind of the nature of the maidens. Sometimes their influence kind of overlaps on some things.
Gotcha. I feel like we've already concluded opening up the cordial crane. The shaved yetlam was pretty much just taking money that was already there. Shit, why can't I remember the inn's name? Ox Dragon. Yeah. So that's where Devine's gonna be, is at the Ox Dragon Inn, finishing up its restructuring and handing out free illegal firearms.
Let's go with no on the free illegal firearms, as fire sand, which is required to fire a fire wand, is actually fairly expensive.
Then a raffle for one illegal firearm.
Okay. You can be doing a raffle to hand out a single illegally modified fire wand. With you having probably set up this raffle, weeks ago, people from all over the city have shown up, have gotten their raffle ticket, and are perusing the goods. There's a few people who, you know what? Cody, why don't you make me a perception and bureaucracy roll? I feel like the bureaucracy is kind of like the salesman, stat. Like, you can kind of like judge if someone's going to buy something.
Fair enough.
Or perception and socialize, I think also would be applicable. Whichever one you want to do. Suffice to say, it'll be a perception roll of some kind.
Yeah. It's both the same number of dice.
Okay, in that case, then, which one would you rather do? Because I'll give you different information based off of which one you do.
You know what? Let's do bureaucracy.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and use the Geese Flying South administration to get that excellency to reroll 6s and add 2 successes.
Very nice.
No 6s to reroll, but 7 successes.
All right. With 7 successes, looking over from behind the counter, looking over the packed Ox Dragon Inn, this back room that you've made for dealing with illegal weapons. People here range from all parts of life. There's a local guy who you kind of recognize as maybe being involved with your family, but it's been a little bit. He looks a little familiar, but you can't quite place him. He's here with a ticket. There's another guy who looks like he is like. So the first guy, I should say that like he does not look like he has a whole lot of money. He looks like that he might have been scrimping and saving to get this. There's another guy here who has basically you can kind of like with your bureaucratic look, kind of look at him and go, "Oh, that dude is loaded." He's probably on the same scale of power as you. As far as like resources that he can just throw around goes. And there's a few other people who kind of range the gamut between poor and this guy's level, but there is no one who is like really sticks out as being like Mr. Moneybags. Like there's no guy like Thanos here.
Gotcha.
If there's no one that you're, so how are you like hyping up the goods? Are you trying to show off any of the other stuff that's here? Or are you just kind of like seeing how the business operates, before you really like take it over as like a property that you personally manage?
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing it's a stress test. Like, have you ever seen Kitchen Nightmares or Bar Rescue, any of them? It's the time when they bring a bunch of people in before they fix the problems.
Okay, I understand.
It's like, hey, let me get as many people in here as possible to see how the people that are currently managing it handle this.
Okay, so you're basically checking out this stuff for any flaws. That's a great thing to do on the day of journeys, to kind of like figure out how this is going to work, so you can take the air quotes journey to fixing up this place.
Yeah. Step 1 to profit.
Can you roll me just a singular D10?
9.
As the raffle starts heating up and things are getting a little hectic and everything, you finally like pull and call the number, and you call a number 9, fairly low on the amount of raffles that you got, which is kind of amazing. And when you do this, the young man who looks strapped for cash comes up and hands in his ticket. Hello. Are you the owner here? I have number 9. I would like to acquire my weapon.
Oh, you got lucky. Did you get that on your only raffle ticket?
Yeah. This was all the money that I made while I was doing the rounds.
So what rounds were you doing? You look familiar. Do you work for us?
He bows his head to you and he goes, excuse me, elder brother Devine. I guess you don't recognize me. I've been doing a lot of research with, this is a little embarrassing. A lot of side work with Renal Ellion. My name's Idris.
Oh, you're that guy. That guy. Yeah. Devine tries his best to hide the face that he's making. So how much money are the raffle tickets going for these days? Like,
you tell me.
How far out are you? I imagine with Devine, it's probably like some exorbitant rate that he thinks is cheap. So probably like a couple hundred scripts.
It's probably close to like 10,000 yen.
Yeah.
Which is like a year's worth of resources won.
Right. Devine's gonna take the ticket and pull a fire wand out of the crate. I guess that's under the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's gonna give it to Idris, and while he's at it, give him 1,200 yen.
Okay. Did you say 1,200 or 12,000?
12,000.
Okay.
Pocket change.
He looks at it, looks to you, and then hands 6,000 back to you. I would like that much in fire sand, please.
At this point, Devine is absolutely no longer making the face. Because he's like, you know what? That's a good play. That's a good play, kid. Stay strapped. Didn't get him whatever that amount of fire sand is.
You basically are going to get this kid strapped. If ever after calibration Idris is on scene, there's a chance that he will just be able to unleash a gout of flame upon your enemies.
Yeah. Keep that thing on you, kid.
He bows respectfully to you and like puts it in like puts it in almost like I don't want to say like a pirate bandolier because we're not playing a fucking pirate game, but like puts it in like the shoulder holster, like an old like an old timey like detective would, and then just like nods to you, and then you can see that he's like sectioning out like the fire sand into like little bits to like make sure that he can just like quickly reload.
Oh, by the way, kid, if you ever need extra work, I know, just let me know. I got you.
Oh, I would love to do that, but well, you know, Ellion keeps me very busy helping them out.
That's why it's called extra work.
Heard, understood. Yes, no problem. Older brother Devine, and he like bows and like shuffles out.
Now the rest of you folks, you know, I hear there's a couple more fire wands going for sale. My boy over here can get you any color you want. And then just gonna back into the background and point to some random schmuck who's about to get bombarded with personalization orders.
Did you warn them about this beforehand?
Oh, absolutely not.
They give you the shocked face and then are immediately bombarded as you fade into the background. All right. Anybody else have anything that they'd like to do for the day of journeys before I start picking on random people?
I don't have anything in particular that I want to be doing, but I imagine that I wind up waking up crashed on the floor at Manami's and take it from there.
We move away from the Ox Dragon Inn over to the Desert Basilisk. Of all the places that you could have crashed, yet again, you find yourself crashing in the home of a different clan or a different family of the clan. But, you know, you Manami are tight, so it's fine. Or should I? Or do you prefer to call him Flavors of the South Star?
Certainly never. Certainly only ever Manami.
Fair enough. So, you wake up there. Was Riki drinking the other night, or did he just like pass out after all the ass kickings he was handing out on battles?
Maybe a little bit, maybe a little drink or two to prepare for the day of partying.
All right, so he was pre-gaming. You wake up. You're feeling pretty good considering you had a few drinks and did a lot of physical activity the other day. The floor that you wake up on is pretty much vacant right now. Most everyone is from the clan that is in town is actually congregating y'all's place because y'all have the nicer spot. And when you come to, there is Manami basically like sitting on a couch, drinking from a wineskin and just kind of grinning like an idiot looking to you.
Who the fuck you looking at, wise guy? Huh?
Who the fuck do you think I'm looking at? I'm looking at my best friend.
Oh, yeah, I guess. What's going on?
I was waiting for you to wake up so we could go hit up some of the local competition for the bars and see if we can get some better ideas for next year.
Oh, so we're gonna get slammed, right?
We are gonna go get slammed, brother.
You should have just fucking led with that. Come on, he gets up.
You guys get up. You head on out. Manami has closed the Desert Basilisk down for the day. He ain't cooking on a celebration day. And y'all start hitting up the local bars. During this time, is there anything that you would like? Well, actually, you know what? Y'all hitting up the local bars. Give me, if you don't mind, perception and awareness.
Yes. Give me 2 seconds. 2.
2. Okay. How is your perception plus awareness that low?
I have 2 perception, 2 awareness, sir.
Well, that's fine, because I know that your wits is higher, which is what you need for join battle, so...
Uh-oh.
You do not get into a fight. However, it takes a little bit for you to notice. Maybe it's the amount of alcohol that you're consuming. Maybe it's just everything else, that just kind of enjoying yourself. But eventually, as you're walking by, as you're getting out of, like, the third bar that you guys are, like, scouting and, like, putting together, you see a group of young ladies who point at you and kind of snicker at you. Like, oh man, can you believe that? Oh. And kind of keep walking down the street.
Kind of look at Manami. What the fuck was that about?
Manami kind of, you can see him like clenching his jaw and he goes, oh, nothing.
I'm gonna smack him in the face a little bit.
Yeah, shit, okay.
What the fuck was that about?
I drew some fucking funny looking eyebrows on you while you were asleep.
Funny looking fucking... I'm gonna, like, see if I have a mirror or something.
There's a pane of glass nearby that you can look in. Basically, the best way that I could describe his, the eyebrow... Yeah, and they were on you the whole time. Through 3 bars. Basically, your eyebrows do your normal thing, and then Manami has drawn on in black ink like little spirals that go to the other go up and down on either side. It's not that hilarious. I think that he would have noticed earlier with that, but it's definitely more like oh god, I'm trying to find a good fucking picture of that. It's the fucking like kind of like swirling like spiral eyebrows that you see in like anime sometimes. They just kind of like go up and then kind of spiral in on themselves. I'm thinking like...
I imagine like a French, drawn on French mustache, but on your eyebrows.
Like fucking that. Like it's got like the fucking swirl on it. Yes, like a French drawn on mustache, except on his eyebrows.
I'm just gonna look over at Manami and be like, you know what? I can fucking rock it.
He chuckles. Oh yeah, you think you can rock it? Okay, you know what? Let's hey, you know what? I think I got some red ink, make it look a little bit more natural. Just hold on.
Hey, get the fuck off of me. What are you doing?
What? You said you could rock it. At least I can make it look a little bit more natural. And he's like gonna get like uncomfortably close and like actually like pull out like a quill and like try to get at your eyebrows.
If I'm probably kind of like a little bit hungover from last night, so I kind of just like half-handedly wave him off, but don't put up too much of a fight about it.
If you half-handedly wave him off like 2 or 3 times, he's just gonna make okay, fine. We'll. I'm sure you can rock just the regular black. So anyway, next bar.
Where to?
And you guys keep going. Is there anything else you would like to do with Manami today?
Like tear apart at least 1 bar.
Tear apart at least 1 bar. Okay, sounds good.
Not like cause a fight, but like get thrown out.
Okay. Can you give me a stamina and resistance roll?
Sure.
I want to see how many bars you get to go through before this happens.
2 successes.
Okay, so the next bar that you all go to is a guild run bar. And Manami's like, okay, we got to keep it a little bit more low key here, but I hear they got some really good drafts that I'm looking to maybe figure out how to import them to the Desert Basilisk. So, go try the shit. Tell me what you like, and We'll get on out of here before they
I
know
wrote the book. I wrote the book on low key. Alright, I'll be fine. Be in and out. Bingo bango. You know.
Okay. Bingo bango. So you guys go in. Go to the bar. And there, with a healed nose running the bar, is Thanos.
Hey, it's the beak.
Are you kidding me, Riki? You're of all the people to come to my bar during calibration, you had to. What can I get for you?
Oh, you know, the stuff you only keep for you, you got behind the bar in the back. You know, I'm feeling something nice today, you know?
You know what? Anything for an old compatriot. And he heads to the bath.
I look to Manami like, see, look at this. I told you. All good. All good in the neighborhood. You know what they say.
As you're hanging out there waiting, 3 minutes pass. And then 7 minutes. And then 10. And he still hasn't come out the back. Riki, I got some bad feeling about this, bud.
Yeah? Tell you what. Can I roll perception, Brendan?
Absolutely. You can give me that old perception and awareness.
1.
Dice roller just not fair.
I'm sorry, I roll 4 dice, not 2. My bad.
Okay.
Still 1.
You hang out there for a little bit, and then a little bit longer. And then you kind of look back around minute 11, and a large growler of beer has just appeared in front of you. You don't know when, but it's just there. And sitting next to you are on one side of you is Manami, and on the other side of Manami is another person who's, let's just say, nondescript guild goon. And on the other side of you is Thanos.
Okay.
You're going to take your drink. You're going to tell me it's the greatest thing you ever had. And you're going to get the fuck out of my bar, Riki.
Oh, is that what I'm going to do?
That is exactly what you're going to do. Or else I'm going to have my personal associate Kai here kick your ass.
Oh, yeah. Is that what's going to happen? Your personal associate, fuck buddy Kai. How about I rip Kai's fucking throat out and shove it down your fucking nose? And then break it again, for good measure. How about I fucking do that? I'll roll intimidation, please.
That would be charisma and presence.
And I'd like to use the thing. Here, hold on. The thing I have to make intimidation better.
Oh, of course, please, make it better. That would be glowing coal radiance. You spend 2 motes and get a success. Or, I'm sorry, 2 motes per success. And then, and also you can re-roll every 10.
I will do that then.
How many successes do you want? And also, do you have a presence specialty in intimidation yet?
My specialty is in shit talk.
You know what? I'd say that counts too. So if you wanted, you could spend 6 motes from either your personal or peripheral and get 3 auto successes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, doing it from personal or peripheral?
Which one doesn't make me burn?
Personal.
That one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it, bud. And also, I'll give you 2 extra dice for the role play.
So 8.
Nice. Very nice. Wait, you got to re-roll that 10.
9.
You can see Thanos kind of like shirk back from you when you make this, and you can see him kind of like grit his teeth and kind of stop something from coming out of his mouth, like a yelp or something. Basically, what he's doing is he's spending willpower to like not negate it, but to like not be like as intimidated by it. Like basically to not run the fuck away is the best way I can put it.
Okay.
But now he just kind of looks to you all, and then he looks to Kai and goes, "All right, get these punks out of my bar, guys." And a bunch of like guild goons basically like rise up, and there's going to be like a small like bar room brawl. So that we're not getting stuck on the mechanics of the fight, what I'm going to just kind of do here to kind of extrapolate it. If you want to, if you could roll me however you're going to fight, and then we're just going to kind of see how that works.
Okay. Specialty is 1 extra dice, right?
Yes, specialty is 1 extra dice.
Would you like a description of how I destroy this guy's bar?
Oh, please go for it.
You know in the movies when someone's doing a bar fight, you see them like use parts of the bar to fight?
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing that literally as much as possible. I'm going to be breaking every chair in this bar over every goon's head. Gonna be like breaking bottles and stabbing them into stuff, and like, you know, stuff is gonna get torn to pieces. It's a full-on brawl.
Excellent. I dig it. I'll give you an extra 2 dice and an automatic success.
Okay. And I will get the 1 additional dice, and I think it's reroll 6s for the martial arts.
Yes.
Martial arts thing? Okay. So that will be 1 auto success and 16 dice. And I'm going to reroll that 6. 11 successes.
Holy shit. A right proper barroom blitz, brawl, whatever happens. You all get into it as you and Manami take on Thanos, this guy Kai, as well as like basically the equivalent of like the crazy 88 from Kill Bill that are just kind of like popping up in like domino masks and like kind of like running up to you and like getting bopped what good with like bar implements. But you guys are, after a while, there are more of them than there are of you. And after a while, physics just kind of works that way and starts pushing you all out the door. But not before truly and utterly wrecking this bar.
Is Thanos in there while we're fighting too?
He is in there, but he is taking he's basically sidelined himself. One of the things that you do notice that's a little bit weird is that every now and again there are bits of fiery or basically non-elemental aspected essence being flung in a very similar motion to the way that Ellion does it.
Huh. Is it from like a person in particular?
It is from the person who Thanos introduced as Kai.
Oh, is this the person from Ellion's dojo day?
Listen, I made a promise that they'd show up by calibration, and I'm sticking myself to that promise.
You know, fair. All right, after destroying Thanos' bar, I guess I will eventually just be like, all right, Manami, I guess we gotta fuck off here. This is getting to be more trouble than it's worth. I think I made my point.
You're saying this as like 50 random guild guards are like trying to actually push you guys out, and they're doing their best for a bunch of mortals. It takes a lot of them to be able to move 2 exalts.
So yeah, I guess me and Manami like back out finally.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Oh, I did have a question.
Of course.
Can I, at some point during that fight, actually drink that beer he put on the table?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then throw the mug at his head?
I will definitely say that happened. The beer was delicious.
All he had to do was say, okay, here's a beer, and I would have left. I didn't even want to fight. I was just talking shit because I can't help it.
Listen, I'm not the one that got a 1 on the resistance roll? 2. I figured that, you know, that was when the next bar was gonna come up. or
Fair
like,
enough.
yeah, I was basically like, okay, cool. Let's see how long that he can keep going before that he gets, I don't want to say belligerently drunk, but until like something sets him off. And I was like, well, what's going to set him off? Well, obviously Thanos will.
You know what? That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Fair point. But I'm gonna like pound that beer mid fight. Be like, you know what, guy? That's pretty good. I gotta say, and I'm gonna wing it at his fucking head.
You wing it at Thanos' head.
Yes.
Thanos is going to catch the glass, and as you push another one of his goons towards him, he's just going to go, sorry, son, you're fired. And then like breaks the glass on his head, and then the goon goes down to the ground.
And then we'll get pushed out and leave.
Yes, and then you guys get pushed out and leave. Okay, anybody else got anything they want to do for journeys? Personally, I imagine that Tirali and her tyrants are having quite the kegger. Considering that that before Tirali got a victory against a giant monster that was controlled by 5 days darkness. So like, they're probably drinking with you in celebration.
Oh, definitely, because family support and everything. We probably walked by bar hopping and saw some of the chaos that just unfolded there, and went on our way though.
Fair. Ellion or Fairus or again Tirali, do you guys have anything else you'd like to do for the Day of Journeys? Is anybody choosing not to party?
I think Ellion would just go out and have a drink, maybe with somebody.
Okay. Do you have anyone in particular, or just maybe like Mesha, your guild contact, or
Yeah, probably if my guild contact is available, probably go out with them, or maybe their parents or something like that.
yeah, you know what? Let's go with the guild contact because I don't have anything written down for Ellion's parents right now.
That's fine.
I assume that it's a little bit more of a chill time for you all. You all go to your favorite noodle shop. That is that you two frequent. And Ellion, how nice to see you.
Hi there. How are you doing?
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad that you've decided to come down for our little meetup during calibration. And he's just kind of like slurping at the noodles.
Well,
Go ahead, sorry.
oh no, I was just saying, I figured, I had to get out today, and it's been a little bit for us, so thought this might be nice.
Oh, yes, quite a bit. Now, I was wondering, I've been meaning to swing by and thank you, but the eyes of the guild have been upon me, especially after my promotion to being a local factor. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for that.
As long as you do a better job than the last one.
It would be quite hard for me to mess up in that way.
I would like to think so as well.
But yes, you and your family keep doing solids for me, getting people who are troublesome out of my way, and I'll keep telling you where all the problematic businessmen and women are.
That is appreciated.
But he kind of like takes a sip of a glass of wine that he has and finishes slurping up some of the thick noodles that he gets. But I did mean to warn you. I tried to send a messenger, but you've been out and about quite a lot lately. Your friend, is in town.
Really now? Why are they here?
Tanos recalled them from Gem. Their work there was done, and they're hiding, doing their usual thing.
Well, they are very good at hiding, that's for sure.
Yes, well, I want not to keep you on edge, but I wanted to make you aware of it. Probably good calibration might not be the best time for you to settle things. You know, it's bad luck and all that, especially with the day of battles already having completed.
No, I don't plan to do anything during calibration. As for after, we'll see what happens. And hopefully they know better than to try as well.
One can hope. It seems that your family's legend is spreading a little bit farther than you might imagine.
We keep it pretty much condensed to Chiaroscuro here. I wouldn't think most would know about us unless they've been doing that.
Well, word on the street has it that you broke out a pirate lord from a realm-owned prison.
Oh, yes, that did happen.
Yes, well, those pirates, not known for their
Subtlety?
yes, and discretion about telling stories, especially when you get a little bit of liquor in them.
I'm sure it'll be fine. When it becomes an issue, we can deal with it.
Not a bad way to look at things, Ellion. But I definitely prefer that you keep your head on your shoulders. So I'm just giving you the heads up about these things.
And of course, I appreciate it. Is there anything beyond that endeavor concerning issues within the guild?
None that have come up yet, but there's talk on the horizon about pulling most of our assets out of Great Forks. There was a bad omen interpreted from our branch in Sijan.
Interesting. Can you
Yes.
elaborate more on that?
Yes, well, you know how that Sijan is, the city where a bunch of dead get entombed. It's a huge mortician city. Very large business that we've never really been able to crack into. But, sometimes markets just have to lay bare like that. You know how that it's right next to the Averus River, right?
More or less. I know its location and some association with it.
Well, I was given a messenger bird just yesterday. It seems that the Averus River, since the very first minute of this year's calibration, turned blood red.
Now, does it just look blood red, or is it actually blood?
I haven't had anyone test it yet. That's actually what I sent the bird back to test about. But you know how travel works during calibration. It's amazing that the bird actually made it to me.
Yes, that's very true.
I'm sure that some idiot will go out and see if it's actually blood, so I should know just a little bit after calibration.
Well, then I'm sure you'll be inclined to contact me, just to at least let me know.
Yes, of course. After calibration, we can have a meetup. I'd actually love to meet the rest of your crew, as it were. I might have some.
Well, I'm sure you've run
work
into
for you all.
Riki more than once in town. So that's up for your opinion whether you want to deal with that.
Yes, the slumbering hound. I've seen him from time to time.
Yes, he's a lot, but if you want to interact with him, that's fine. And then I can ask if the others feel comfortable or not.
Of course, please do give them my best regards. I'm not a moralless asshole, unlike the rest of my brothers and sisters in the guild. And the conversation kind of turns to more normal things. How's the family? How's the dojo? How's business? Yada yada. Well, of course, you have anything else you want to ask him about? It's kind of how the day goes.
Not just normal small talk. Drink just a little bit. Otherwise, just kind of a chill day out conversation.
Absolutely fair. So speaking of fair, Fairus, do you have anything that you'd like to do for journeys?
You said Journeys is all about like celebration, right? Or just like celebrating
Yeah.
or partying or whatever.
Celebrating and partying, yeah.
Then without trashing the place, Ferris is probably going to go treat herself to a nice dinner and some drinks. Whether she's by herself or not, she doesn't care. Unless somebody wanted to join her.
Time for a tea date.
Well, the only person who probably would have joined you is a little busy getting drunk with Riki right now. Unless, of course, anyone else from the crew wants to hop on, and your brother is busy, very busy, planning tomorrow's meeting.
What about her sister?
You're right. So, you go out and go drinking. And your sister, who, Resh Filar, who is, basically I don't want to say basically the gender bent version of your brother, but they are twins. So, that's kind of how twins work, right? I don't know. I'm not a twin.
Sure.
This woman who looks to be like a little bit older than you. There's very clearly like a family resemblance. Comes walking up, and on her arms are two guys who are just kind of like fawning over her. And she looks to you and she goes, "Oh, hey, Ferris, I hope you don't mind. I brought my dates with me."
Oh, no. Company is always fun to have.
Right. Yeah. She kind of like looks to one of them and then goes, do you want one of them? Like, I don't really care which one, but like, I've got two, so.
Ferris will kind of just shake her head and give a chuckle and just be like, well, they look like they're enjoying your company a little too much, so I wouldn't want to steal that away from you or them.
All right, then. More fun for me. And she's going to lead both of her dates and then you into the fancy bar that she's found. She goes up to the bartender, gives him a look, and then the libations and the food and the drinks start flowing. Do you have anything that you'd like to talk to your sister about? Or, does anyone else want to come in on this scene here?
I don't have anything specific. My whole, guideline plan for this day for Ferris was just to go out partying and have a good time, kind of enjoy the festivities. No working, just chilling.
What if you just trash the bar?
Look, I'm not looking for a fight, but if the fight finds me, I'm not going to just let them beat me up. But I'm not Riki.
I wasn't looking for a fight. The fight found me.
Okay, so you and your sister and her dates chat for a little bit, just kind of shoot the shit, it hasn't been terribly long since you've seen her, since you did see her helping out when your brother was in town last. But she doesn't have any new gossip since that day. She's just kind of enjoying your company. She's hot-headed and definitely uses her charm, so to speak, to get what that she wants. You guys just kind of shoot the shit, and unless of course there's anything in particular that you want to happen, you have basically a great party night. Nothing terrible happens. You probably the worst thing that happens is there's probably a bunch of dudes or ladies who no, dudes and ladies who come up and probably ask you out. Because if I recall, you have a fairly high appearance rating.
Appearance 4.
Yeah, a few dudes and ladies ask you out.
If it's one of those bars that has like dancing and stuff, like a club type bar, Fairus would probably be play the innocent person who's oh, I would totally dance with you, but not actually be innocent and naive and be nah, I'm not accepting anything you give me, and it's just a dance. But she's there to party.
Yeah, you guys hit the dance floor. Your sister, unlike your brother, also has a good sense of rhythm like you. Your brother is notably walks without rhythm, so to speak.
Excellent.
Yeah, you have a great night out. Dance with some people, get asked out by some people, just kind of turn them down or whatever you do. And you just kind of have a good time. If there's anything else that anyone wants to do during journeys, now is the time to let me know. If not, we're gonna stop the recording here, take a little break, and then get into secrets, which is the big day. Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not leave a review or tell a friend about us? It helps get the good word out about the work we put into this show. If you wanted to ask us any questions, you can contact us through Twitter at apairofdicelost or email at apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme song for this game is Dragon Dance by Raphael Crux, used under a Creative Commons license. And for making it this far, I saw that cool thing you did, so have some stunt dice.
Oh, shit. It's Craig.
Welcome back, buddy. Stop telling Craig to go home.
He is home.
Useful.
He is home. He's here where he belongs. Shut up. Craig is right here.
I know where you sleep at night.
In a bed?
You can decide who that was directed at your leisure.
Craig, apparently.
Literally all of us.
Oh god, you're right. Well, on that terrifying note of thinking about Christina trying to murder all of us, we have...
Hey, pass the word along. I got this AR fire wand.
You most certainly do not. That is not how that fire wands work.
It's got an underbarrel fire wand for the fire wand with a tactical laser.
It most certainly does not.
Hey, yo, so you get the 360 skill built into that?
And this thing shoots behind walls.
You do realize that a fire wand is just like a handheld flamethrower, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you didn't go oh yeah, it's a gun that shoots bullets and ballistics, because those don't exist in Exalted.
You want me to make the lore roll to make them exist in Exalted?
I will tell you right now that they do not exist in Exalted.
Well, shit. No, yeah, I know they're flamethrowers.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
But still, it's got a laser pointer on it.
It's kind of as close as we get to guns, though. And you did equate Monami having one to keeping that piece on him.
You are right. It is about as close as that you get to having guns. So
We lost Britt.
Okay, it was just Britt. It wasn't Craig.
Yeah.
Good.
I was word there. A boy.
My boy.
Right, okay. I remembered what voice that I did for this guy. This is the one nice thing about having just finished doing all of Act 1. I actually remember all the voices.
Voices are the hardest thing to remember. It's just a constant struggle. You always put like a little note and be like, okay, here's something distinguishing about the accent. It's just like, nope, that's not what it was. Oh well.
Shit, no, it wasn't. For some reason I was like, it was Tim Curry. I was like, no, it wasn't Tim Curry. I did a Vincent Price for him. Fuck, I can't remember how Vincent Price talked. Okay, I think I got it.